Are you Are you afraid of sharing your voice? Well, let's look into that. I'm giving you 3 practical tips on how to deal with that, sharing your voice. Sharing yourself, sharing your gifts and talents with the world, because it's very much needed, right? So let's make sure you share yourself. And you're here on my channel. My name is Andre Below. I am the Dream Shaman, and you're here on my channel to rock your life with fun and ease using energy healing and the power of your consciousness. So make sure to subscribe for more when you're interested in that. So let's talk about how to overcome the fear of sharing your voice. So giving you 3 practical tips on how to rock your voice. And I got some cards here that help me. So number 1, this card here says, when you're afraid, focus on service. So ask yourself, who am I serving? Who can I serve with sharing this? And when you're afraid, when you feel like you're holding back, is it really helping anyone? Is it really helping yourself when you hold yourself back? And when you realize that you can help yourself by opening up yourself, by sharing, you learn by teaching. you open up, you become more confident. You practice sharing what you want to say or what you want to express. So you can help yourself, you serve yourself. You bring your creations out. You bring out into the world what's on your mind. And ask yourself how you also serve others. How can I serve myself and others by sharing this? So there are many people out there, even if you think, oh, who's gonna like it, who's gonna watch this, listen to this, whatever. It doesn't matter, because there's always an audience. And when you share something, you're doing that for yourself, and you're doing it for all the people who are already waiting for you to share it. And here's the second card. It says, like attracts like. And that's about the law of attraction. So that's also number 2. Reaching out to your audience and to the people who resonate with what you want to share. And the thing is that some people who talk about the law of attraction, they say that you should only focus on the positive and ignore the negative things. But actually, when you have negative thoughts and beliefs and programmings in your subconscious mind, that still attracts more of the negative things. So what I want to say here is, embrace yourself. And this tip number 2 is, shift your mindset. And with that, I'm not only saying shifting your conscious mindset, like okay, I can do this, I believe in myself. When you're only working on the surface, it's not so effective. And that's what I think most vocal coaches, voice coaches, or singing teachers, what they do, they are actually like fitness instructors. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong. If you know anyone who's working on a subconscious level too, please let me know. I would like to connect with those kind of coaches, and they can also learn from me if they want to. Because they're like fitness instructors, giving you the techniques to work and practice. But what actually helps to access the subconscious mind, to really look at the deep-seated belief and thought and feeling in yourself that might hold you back from sharing your voice, is to be able to access the subconscious mind. And this is what hypnotherapists can do, and they do something that the ancient shamans have been doing for thousands of years. So we tap into an altered brainwave state, like the alpha brainwaves and the theta brainwaves and something like that, to really access the subconscious mind. And in your subconscious mind, there are programmings. Most often, I've seen for myself and my clients, they go back to early childhood, or sometimes even past lives, if you believe in that or not. But the solutions can be found there. For example, when you've been a little child and you've been sharing something, you've been singing something, or you did a painting, and then a person, like an authority figure like your father or teacher or someone, may have told you something like, this is a piece of crap, you cannot sing, you should not sing, this is a waste of time, blah blah blah, all these things. And this gets deep down into your emotions and then into your subconscious mind. So what's important here is to really go back to these memories and to face them, to embrace them with love, and giving yourself permission to feel those feelings, and then they can just dissolve on their own. When you allow yourself to not to avoid or to ignore pain, but to feel into the pain, and this is shadow work. This is what Teal Swan is doing with her technique called the completion process. When you allow yourself to feel these negative emotions, and you really sit with them and meditate with them, you'll feel them dissolving. And then it's so much easier to move forward and really share your gifts, and yeah, because you're not holding yourself back anymore, because you're not living in the past. Because now it's good to share. So number 2 is shifting your complete mindset. And number 3 is share. And what I want to say here, it's about overcoming perfection and sharing the process. So, for example, what I've been doing before I published one of my albums, I was still in the process of recording, and I wanted to get it out somehow, because it was so, yeah, it kind of kept me stuck somehow with this perfection, like it has to be perfect until I get it out. What I did was, I went to the beach with my guitar and just played some songs, and I said, I'm just practicing. So I have these videos where I'm just practicing the songs. And so you can overcome perfection. You know that you don't want to go to one extreme that's like, okay, I will only share if it's super perfect, and that might not even happen in 100 years. Or the other extreme, and that is like, you get an idea and you share it immediately. I don't think that's the best option either, because when you get an idea, it's like a seed, and you gotta give yourself time to really let this seed grow into a beautiful flower. What I've been doing, and maybe you've been doing it too, that when you've got many ideas, and sometimes you have this idea in your mind and you already see the full flower, and you're like, yeah, look at this full flower here, and everybody sees I don't see a flower. I just see a little seed if I see anything at all. And you're like, oh, but it's a flower. But it has to become a flower. So what you can do is you can say, oh, look at this little seed here I've been planting, or it's becoming a little flower. Let me show you how it has grown. Let me share my process with you. So overcome perfection, share your process. Acknowledge where you are at the present moment, and even if it's not the final product, the final outcome, just share the process, and you will also will overcome your own perfectionism, and you will also find people who like what you are sharing and who will give you a feedback. So that's really good for you to work on whatever you're sharing, whether it's a song you want to share, or just you're practicing something, you're singing something, and you just want to show where you're at, even if you're not the perfectest singer in the world. That doesn't matter, because there are people out there who want to hear it. So don't hold yourself back. Okay? So if you find these 3 tips helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And let me summarize. So number 1 is focus on service. How can I serve? Ask yourself, how can I serve myself and others? By sharing my voice. Number 2 is shift your mindset. Number 3 is share your process. And that's what I'm asking you to do now. So do something practical. Don't just listen to me talking. I want you to write a comment on this video and write down what you're currently working at. I'm sure that there's something that you're currently working at, otherwise you probably wouldn't be watching this video. So write it down. What are you currently working at? What do you want to share with the world? And then just say where you're at in the process. And everybody who's here on the video and the comments, I'm asking you to be respectful to each other and love each other, and let's just empower and encourage each other. So when you write down a comment and somebody comments on a comment, just say something nice and encouraging. So I'm looking forward to what you want to share. I'm sharing this video here now. So overcome yourself, overcome your perfection, overcome your fear, share your voice, and you know that it's gonna be legend. Wait for it.